Hello everyone, welcome here at Aura 7 Yoga. My name is Francesca and I have the pleasure to guide you through your practice this morning. So if you need any props, good morning, good to see you. If you need any props, grab some blocks, maybe a strap, and when you're ready, we're gonna get going onto our mats, okay? So let's get started today into a simple seated position. Cross your shin bones, sit down in Sukhasana. Bring your ankles underneath the knees and flex your feet towards the knees. So as you flex your feet, start to soften the knees down to the earth, soften the inner thighs, inner groins. Pull the belly button into the spine, lengthen out from your lower back. Start to pull the ribs towards each other, create a little bit of an engagement in your core. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, bring the shoulder blades together onto your back. Tuck the chin to the chest and close your eyes. Shift your focus to your breath. And as you keep the engagement in the core, keep that lifting sensation out from your lower back. Keep your spine nice and long, the muscles around the spine nicely engaged. Allow your breath to be fluid. Allow your breath to be soft. Soften the muscles around the face, soften the eyelids. Start to slow down the breath. Slow down the mind. Gently blink your eyes open. Inhale, lift up the arms all the way to the ceiling. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bring the right palm down to the mat. Lift the left arm up and over. Lift up from the lower spine. And slowly bend your right elbow, reach the left arm up and over. And come back to center, palms to touch. And exhale, bring the left palm down, right arm up and over. And slowly start to go deep down. And then come back to center, bring the fingertips in front of you, in front of the front shin. Flexing the feet, lift up from your lower back, maintain a flat spine. And then see if you can walk your fingers a little more forward, reaching the chest a little more forward. Deep inhale as you lengthen out from the spine, soften the knees down to the mat. And as you exhale, walk all the way forward, round to the spine, bring the forehead down towards the shins. Walk your hands back. And then switch out the legs, bring the opposite shin bone forward. Again, meet the shin bones right in the middle, flex the feet. And then bring the fingertips in front of you. Lift up from your lower back, pull the belly in, and slowly start to walk forward. Keep the chest lifted, soften the knees down. And as you exhale, walk all the way forward, start to round to the spine, bring the forehead down to the shins. Gently open it up to the hips. And come back up to center. Then stretch the legs all the way in front of you. Keep the left leg strong as you pull the right knee in. Press down to the right heel and lift up through the chest. Keep your left leg strong and straight. Bring your right fingertips behind your back. Grab onto your right knee and turn and twist in your torso. Slow deep inhale and exhale. And come back to center. Switch out the legs. Right leg long, left knee comes in. Press down to the center of the left heel like you're almost trying to stand up onto that left foot. Pull the belly in, grab onto your left knee and bring your left fingertips behind your back. Pull the belly in, inhale, exhale, twist and turn as you keep the right leg active. And come back to center. Turn the right leg out to the side. Bring the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Soften the left knee away from your chest. Then slowly twist to the left as you bring the right hand onto the top of the left knee. Pull the belly in, inhale, and exhale, twist. Come back to center, inhale the arms up, turn over your right leg, and as you exhale, fold forward. Lift up from the waistline, pull the belly in, inhale, exhale, fold forward. And come on back up, switch out the legs, left leg long, sole of the right foot comes into the left inner thigh. First twist, bring the left hand onto your right knee, bring the right fingertips behind you, flex the left foot, that's your long leg. And as you exhale, turn and twist. And come back to center, inhale, lift up the arms, and exhale, fold forward. Deep inhale as you lengthen out from the spine. Exhale, melt and fold all the way down. And come on back up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees to fall out to the side. Pull the belly in. Sit up nice and tall. Stay right here. Or with a flat spine, start to reach forward with the sternum as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lean forward. Soften the knees. Soften the inner thighs, inner groins. Exhale. Melt. Fold all the way forward. Release the shoulder blades away from the ears. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And come on back up. And make your way all the way into a tabletop position, all fours. Bring the hands down onto the mat. Spread the fingers away from each other. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Point the toes back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone to the sky. Exhale, gaze back to your navel, round through the spine. Come back to neutral tabletop position. Turn the right foot out to the side. Right palm stays down. Step the left leg back behind you. Create a nice long energy line through the body. Left arm high. Lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Reach the left arm forward. Bring the bicep to the ear and turn the left palm down. Lift up from the right shoulder. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee to touch. Crunch it in on the left side. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Hold it there. Then bend your top leg. Reach back for your foot or ankle. Kick into your palm. Open up through your chest. Lift up from the right side shoulder. Slowly release. Kick the left leg back. Release the left foot down to the mat. Rise up into a gate pose. Reach the left arm down as you lift the right arm up and over. Lift up from the right side. Wait. Deep inhale. Exhale. Hands down to the mat. Come on back into a tabletop. One more round of cat and cow. Drop the belly. Lift the gaze. Lift the tailbone. Exhale. Gaze back to your navel. Round through the spine. And come on back into a neutral tabletop position. Turn the left toes out. Left palm, left knee. Right foot is in one line. Inhale your right arm high to the sky. Reach the top arm forward and slowly start to lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Lengthen out from the body and lift up from the left shoulder. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the elbow and knee to touch in front of you. Slowly come back to extension. Keep the spine nice and long. Exhale one more time. Crunch it all the way in. Turn on the right side oblique. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Then reach the right leg back. Right arm back. Capture the right foot. Kick into the palm. Roll the right shoulder back. Push the belly, the chest a little more forward as you're still lifting up from the left side body. And release, come on back. Release the right foot down to the mat. Rise up, gate pose. Left arm up and over. Lift up from the waistline, deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Come back into the tabletop position, all fours. Inhale, lift up the gaze, drop the belly. Exhale, round out, come into your cat. And come back into neutral. Walk your hands a couple inches more forward. Tuck your toes under. Keep them hip distance apart. And lift the hips high. Find your downward facing dog. Paddle out your knees. Bend your left knee. Release the right heel down. Do it on the other side. Do that a couple of times. Slow or maybe a little faster. And slowly find stillness in your down dog. Soften the knees. Lift the tailbone high. Wrap the triceps down. Spin the biceps to the ceiling. Press down through all 10 knuckles. Pull the belly in. Slow deep inhale through the nose. And exhale it out. Good, then lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Lift the right leg just halfway, pointing the right toes down to the mat. Then turn the right toes out to the side and bring the right heel out all the way to the side. See if you can lift the right heel all the way hip height, flexing the right foot, and try to keep the body weight equal in the left and right palm. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. Then bring the right leg back to center. Turn the right toes down. Exhale, pull the knee to your nose, round through the spine and hold it here. Tuck the chin to the chest. Lift the right shin a little higher. Inhale, your right leg back to the sky. Then bring it out to the side again. Flexing the foot. Bring that back to center. And exhale, bring the knee to your nose. One more time. Inhale, right leg high, just halfway. Turn the toe out. Bring the right heel out to the side. Bring it back to center. Turn the right toe down. Exhale, pull the knee to your nose. Round to the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Then step the right leg all the way forward into a low lunge. Left palm down, right arm high to the sky, low lunge twist. Pull the right hip back. Lift up the left kneecap away from the mat. Make the back leg strong. Your right fingers are the extension of the right side chest. Deep inhale. Then soften the belly and exhale, twist a little deeper. Release the right fingertips down to the mat. Seal your back heel down. And inhale, come on into warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Pull the right hip back. Turn the left hip forward. Take a slow inhale. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. Deep inhale. Exhale, fly the arms back behind you. Reach down through the back heel. Keep the back leg strong. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows are straight. Slow, deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back into a high plank position, top of a push-up. Pause there. Keep your feet, bring your feet together. Keep your right palm down onto the mat. Then roll over to the outer arch of the right foot and lift the left arm high to the sky. Lift up from the right side chest. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, come on back down. Hands down onto the mat, high plank position. Add an optional chaturanga push-up. Press it back into high plank. Then go all the way to the other side. Side plank. Left palm down, right arm high to the sky. Stab the hips, lift the hips a little higher, flex the feet. Lift up from the left shoulder, reach the right arm to the sky. Come back to center. Add a chaturanga push-up. Lift back up. Back to your downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Then inhale, lift the left leg halfway up. Point the left toes down to the mat. Level out through the hips. Turn the left toes out to the side and kick the left heel all the way out to the side. Keep the left heel aligned with the left hip. Try to keep the body weight equal in the left and right palm. Then bring the left leg back to center, point the left toes down. Exhale, pull the knee to your nose. Lift the left shin bone a little higher. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, left leg halfway up. Turn the left toes out, bring it out to the side. Use the outer left hip muscle. Steadily back to center, turn the left toes down. Exhale, knee to your nose. One more round. Inhale, lift the left leg halfway up. Turn the left toes out, bring the left leg out to the side. Bring it back to center, turn the toes down. Exhale, pull the knee to your nose, round through the spine. Pull the knee to your chest. Then step the left leg all the way forward into a low lunge position. Reach the chest forward, keep the right palm down. Inhale your left arm up to the ceiling. Right heel is pointing straight back behind you. You're pulling the left hip back into its socket. Lift the right kneecap away from the mat and lift up from the right side chest, right side shoulder. Take a deep inhale. Then exhale, soften the belly and twist a little deeper. Release the left fingertips down to the mat. Set up your back foot for warrior one. Turn the back heel down. Root down to the back foot. And inhale, lift up, warrior one. Pull the left hip back, turn the right hip forward. Lift the right inner knee away from the mat as you press the right outer arch of the right foot down to the earth. Pull the belly in. Maybe sit down a little bit deeper as you exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, fly the arms back behind you. Pull the left hip back, turn the right hip forward. Now really make your back leg strong and straight. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, keep the neck nice and long. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. One more time, deep, slow inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back into a high plank position and right away come on down onto your forearms, forearm plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders, neck is long, belly is strong. Bring your feet together and drop the hips over to the right. Come back to center. Drop the hips over to the left. Come back to center. Drop it to the right. Back to center. Drop it to the left. Now come back to center. Separate your feet at least hip distance apart. Then drop the heels out to the right. So your feet are staggered now. You're dropping the right side hip down to the mat. But both forearms, especially the left elbow, is still down onto the mat. Then lift up the hips and lower them down. Lift up the hips and lower down. Lift it up and lower. Lift and lower. Two more. Lift with the breath and lower. One more. Lift and come back. Bring the heels back to center. Keep the feet at least hip distance apart. Then drop the heels out to the left side. Keep both forearms down onto the earth. Press down to the right and left forearm. Then lift the hips up and back down. Lift the hips up and back down. Lift the hips up and back down. Lift it up and back down. One more. Lift it up and back down. Good job. Come back to center. Come on back onto your hands. High plank position. Add an optional chaturanga push-up. Push it back into high plank and downward facing dog. And walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Come on into Ragdoll Uttanasana. And grab on opposite elbows. Sway the body to the right, to the left. Soften the knees. Let the crown of the head drop down to the earth. Steady your breath. Bring the hands behind your lower back. Interlock the hands. Squeeze the palms together. Squeeze the shoulder blades and straighten through the elbows. Drop the crown of the head down as you lengthen through the back of the neck. Good job. Release the hands down to the mat. Toe heel your feet together, big toes to touch, heels to touch. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, melt all the way forward. Maintain all that length you just created. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana, lift up to the sky. Exhale, back to your heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale to the right arm down, left arm reaches up and over. Push the hips to the left. Lengthen out from the waistline. Root down through the heels. Inhale, come back to center, palms to touch. Exhale, all the way over to the left. Reach the right arm up and over. Push the hips to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, melt, fold the way forward. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Rise up, lift up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands come back to your heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, lift up the arms. Side stretch, right arm down, left arm up and over. Push the hips to the left. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. Come back to center, palms to touch. Exhale, lean all the way over to the left. Pull the belly in, reach and lengthen. Exhale, melt and fold. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to add a back bend. Go push the arms, push the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the engagement in the core, in the glutes. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, come all the way down. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat spine, and walk your hands all the way out into a high plank position, top of a push-up. Hold in your push-up. Shift the body weight over to the left palm as an option, or just hold it here. If you want, you can bring the right arm by your side. Try not to twist in your hips and hold it here. Pull the belly in. Legs are strong. And release the right palm down to the mat. Shift the body weight over to the right palm and pick up the left palm without sinking into your right shoulder. Lift up from the right shoulder. Pull the belly in. Release the left palm down to the mat and slowly come on all the way down onto your belly. Palms underneath the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale everything out. Inhale, lift up the chest. Squeezing the shoulder blades, little to no weight in the palms. Lengthen through the back of the neck, your glutes are engaged. Lift the heart a little higher. Legs are strong, pressing down into all 10 toes. And exhale, release it down. Coming back up, slowly peel your chest away from the mat. Now press, put a little more pressure onto your palms and lift up a little bit higher, but keep the elbows bent and squeeze the shoulder blades. And slowly come on back down. And this time come on up maybe a little bit higher. Maybe you can straighten all the way, both elbows all the way to straight. Keeping the thighs and the knees down to the mat. Come on into your King Cobra pose. And then slowly release, come on back down. Then bring the arms by your side, turn the palms down. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're spinning the inner thighs to the ceiling and rolling the outer hips down. So your pinky toes definitely pressing down strongly to the mat. Neck is long, inhale. Lift up the chest, lift up the shoulders. Engage the legs, so your feet are down to the mat and the kneecaps are lifted. And slowly lift up the fingers, the palms away from the mat. Your neck is still nice and long. Hold it here, or if you like, you can add the legs, lifting the legs, keeping the legs straight, lifting up from your lower back, pointing the toes, the big toes straight back behind you, keeping the engagement in the body. Maybe lift up one more rib away from the mat. And exhale, release, come on all the way down, forehead down to the mat. Bring the hands next to your floating ribs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, press into the tops of your feet, and slowly rise up, upward facing dog. Lift up your heart, and exhale. Come back into downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Inhale your right leg halfway up. As you exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Bring it over to the left, and back to the right. To the left, and to the right. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Good job. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Point the toe lifted nice and high. Come on into your down dog split. Exhale, bring a knee to your nose. Pull the belly in. Round through the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, tap the knee down. Straight spine. Exhale, round the spine. Pull the knee up to the chest. Inhale, tap, flat spine. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, tap, flat spine. Exhale, pull it up. Now hold it there. Gaze forward. Step the right leg all the way forward in between the palms. Turn the back heel down to the mat. And inhale, rise up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Take a deep, slow inhale. Sit down deeper as you exhale. One more time, deep, slow inhale. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Right leg forward, left leg back. Turn the left toes in. Point the right knee straight forward towards the second toenail on the right foot. Lift the fingers aligned with the shoulders, but soften the shoulder blades away from the ears. Now pull the belly in. Get that big arch out of the lower back. Lift up from the waistline and maybe sit down an inch deeper. Flip the right palm and reverse your warrior. Reach it back. Find a half bind or just rest the left fingertips gently in the back of the left leg. Come on back into warrior two. Reach forward, right elbow to the right thigh. Left arm all the way high to the sky. Find that nice long line from the back, heel all the way to the crown of the head. And start to bring the left arm forward and gently turn the left pinky down towards the mat. Then soften the left inner shoulder away from the ear. You can choose to keep the right elbow to the right thigh. You can also grab a block and place it to the outside of the right foot or bring the right fingertips down onto the mat. But if you feel like your chest is falling forward, you can't stack the left shoulder on top of the right shoulder, that may mean that you need to come up a little bit higher from this pose. Pulling the right hip back to the center line, softening the right inner knee all the way forward, keeping the back leg strong. Deep, slow inhale and exhale. Come on back all the way to warrior two. Lift up the left arm, rise back up, straighten out through the front leg, and come on into a reverse triangle. Reach the right arm up and over. Lift up from the right side waist. Come back to center, rebend your right leg. Come on into a modified extended side angle. Right elbow down, left arm high. Turn the left thumb towards the back of the room. And then find a half bind as you reach the left arm back behind you. Roll the left shoulder up to the ceiling. Stay here in your half bind, maybe go for your full bind. Reach it underneath your body, maybe finding the left fingers, left wrist. And if you want, of course, you can step up into your bird of paradise. Step the left leg forward. Root down to the left leg. Lift up the right leg. You can kick the right leg out to the side or keep it bent. Make your standing leg strong and straight. And slowly release the right leg. Keep the bind if you're in your bird of paradise. Step back with the bind. Then release the bind. Lift the left arm high to the sky. Rise back all the way. Reverse your triangle one more time. Straighten out through the front leg. Come back to center and come on into triangle pose. Right arm down, left arm high to the sky. Pull the belly in. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. Imagine your back is against the wall. Your left shoulder is stacked on top of the right shoulder. And instead of just resting onto the right palm, lift up from the right side. And then create both sides, the right and the left side, nice and long. Bend your top arm, reach back behind your back. Roll the left shoulder to the ceiling. And slowly soften the right fingers and maybe lift them away from the right shin. Turn the right palm to the ceiling, lengthen from the right side waist. Release the right palm down, lift up the left arm, inhale, rise back up. Reverse your triangle, reach the right arm up and over, and exhale. Bring the hands down to the mat. Go through an optional vinyasa. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg halfway up. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left tricep. As you exhale to the right, inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. One more. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Down dog split. Lift the left leg a little higher. Straight out to the left leg. Exhale. Pull the knee to your nose. Round to the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale. Tap the left knee down. Gaze forward. Flat spine. Exhale. Pull the knee back up. Inhale. Tap. Flat spine. Exhale. Round. Pull it up. Inhale, tap, flat spine. Exhale, round and pull it up. Hold it there. Step the left leg all the way forward, low lunge. Seal the back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Virabhadrasana, A, left leg forward, right leg back. Lift up from the waistline, turn the right hip forward, pull the left hip back. Deep inhale. Maybe bend your front knee a little bit more. Back leg is strong and straight. Deep inhale. Exhale. Last one, deep inhale. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Left leg forward, right toes turning inward. Point the left knee all the way forward, pull the belly in. Lift the fingers, align with the shoulders, but soften the shoulders away from the ears. and gently gaze over the left fingers. You engage the outer left hip muscle, but you soften the left inner knee forward. The back leg is still strong. Deep, slow inhale. Go down a little bit deeper as you exhale. Now stay this deep. Flip the left palm, reach forward, and then reverse your warrior. Reach it back, maybe finding a half bind, or just resting the right fingertips on the back of the right leg. Come back into warrior two. Extended side angle, left elbow down, right arm high. Finding a nice long line from the right heel all the way to the crown of the head. And reach the right arm up and over. Turn the right pinky finger down towards the mat, but still soften the right inner shoulder away from the ear. And you can stay here or grab that block again. Place the fingers to the outside of the left foot or maybe onto that block. And with the breath, see if you can soften the left knee a little bit more forward, dropping the left thigh bone deeper, but still pointing the left knee straight forward using that strong outer hip muscles. Come back to the breath, connect to the back foot, lengthen from the spine. Lift up the right arm to the sky, slowly rise back up, warrior two, straighten out through the front leg, reverse your triangle, reach it all the way up and over. And then come on back into your warrior two, rebend your left leg, come on into a modified extended side angle. Left elbow onto the left thigh, right arm high to the sky. Now bend your top arm, internally rotate the right arm and reach it back behind your back. Roll the right shoulder to the ceiling, lengthen through the spine, and then maybe find your full bind if you like. Grabbing the right fingers, right wrist, and also you can step up into your bird of paradise, stepping the right leg forward, rooting down to the right foot, and lift the left leg high. You can kick the left leg out to the side, keeping the standing right leg as strong and straight as you can. If you are in bird of paradise, keep the bind as you release the left leg back down to the mat. Step the right leg back behind you. Then open up from your bind. Inhale, rise up, lift up, reverse your triangle, reach it back. And come on back to center, triangle pose. Left toes forward, reach the left arm all the way forward. Left arm down, right arm high to the sky. Stacking the right shoulder on top of the left. And of course you're lengthening out through the right side body, but also feel how you lengthen out from the left side body. Bend your top arm, reach back behind your back, roll the right shoulder to the ceiling. Keep the neck long. Now get light onto the left fingers. And then lift the left arm away from the shin. Turn the left palm to the ceiling. Find more length to the left side body. Deep, slow inhale. Release the left palm down to the mat. Inhale your right arm high, rise up, press down to the center of the left foot. Lift the left arm high to the sky. And exhale, bring the other hands down to the mat. Go through your Vinyasa. Make your way back into down dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, artha, soften the knees if you need that. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up the arms. Pull the belly in. Drop the thigh bones. Gaze down and make sure your toes are hanging over the knee line. Lengthen through the neck. Soften the inner shoulders away from the ears. Pull the belly in. Squeeze the glutes and drop the thighs deeper. Now fly the arms back behind you, turn the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop the thighs a little deeper, interlock the hands behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, keep the neck nice and long. Then inhale, lift up the arms, stay deep into your chair pose. Exhale, rise up, hands come to your heart center. Lift up the left knee. One-legged Tadasana, right leg stays down, lift up the left leg. Flex the left foot, then cross the left ankle on top of the right knee, and sit down deep. Your right leg is forward, you're standing on your right leg, and your left ankle is on top of the right knee. Taking a deep inhale, maybe come down a little bit deeper, bringing the forearms down onto the left shin bone. Still lengthening out from the spine, softening the muscles around the left hip joint. And inhale, rise back up, one-legged Tadasana, lift up the arms, lift up the left leg, kick the left heel in front of you. Lengthen out from your spine, lean more forward and up. Then exhale, slowly swing the left leg back behind you. Your right leg stays forward, point the left toes down to the mat. Airplane. Belly strong, soften the standing leg if you need it, but try to straighten out with the lifted left leg. Then soften your right knee and step back into warrior one. Lift up the arms, warrior one. Bring the hands behind your back. Interlock the hands, lift up the chest. Exhale, lean forward, pull the right hip back, push down the left heel. Deep, slow inhale, exhale, humble it down. Shimmy the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee and let the crown of the head fall down to the mat. Inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. You're going to step up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So lean forward, place the right fingertips, a foot in front of the right pinky toe. You can also grab a block, place the block, a foot in front of the right pinky toe. Turn to the side, shift the body weight forward into the right leg. Make sure the block or the fingertips are right underneath the right shoulder. Then activate the left leg and lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Now engage your right outer hip muscle and flex the back foot. Lift the left heel a little higher. So if I would place a marble onto your left outer hip heel, it would float all the way down to the crown of the head. Lift the left arm high to the sky. And if the block is too high for you, you can lower the block or get rid of the block. Now see if you can make the neck as part of the spine lengthen and maybe gaze up to the ceiling. Or you can also play with your Chapasana, bending the top leg, reach back for your foot or ankle. 3 more breaths. If you have the top foot, release, send it slowly back behind you. Then soften the right leg and step back all the way, warrior two, as slowly as you can. Reverse your warrior, reach it all the way back. Then windmill the hands down to the mat. Go through your Vinyasa, high to low plank. Skip it if you need it. Make your way back to your down dog. Slow, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up the heart. Exhale, folding deep. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up the arms, sit deep into your chair. Pulling the belly in. Softening the inner shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, fly the arms back behind you. Sit down deeper, squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull the belly in. Interlock the hands, placing the awkward index finger on top. Making the elbows straight. Dropping the thigh bones deeper. Inhale back into your chair pose. And slowly exhale, press into the heels. Come on into Samasthiti. Okay, then come on into one-legged Tadasana. Lift up the arms and lift up the right knee. Flex the right foot. Bring the right knee aligned with the right hip. Bring the right ankle underneath the right knee. Exhale, hands at your heart. Cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Soften the right knee out to the side to open through the right hip. And send the body weight straight back so you feel the center of the left heel rooting down to the mat. Focus on the center of the body, focus on your breath. Stay here, or maybe with a flat spine, so to go more forward. Bringing the forearms down onto the right shin as you keep flexing the right foot to the right knee. Slowly rise back up. One-legged Tadasana. Lift the arms to the ceiling, keeping the standing left leg strong, and kick the right heel in front of you. Lift more up and reach more forward. And as you exhale, send your right leg back behind you to the airplane. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, point the right toes down to the mat. And then soften the left knee if you need that. Protect the hamstring, but feel how you're pushing the pressure down onto the left big toe mount, left pinky toe mount, and the center of the left heel. Your back leg, your right leg is strong and straight. Deep inhale, soften the left leg, and then slowly step back into warrior one. Inhale the arms up. Work on the right hip forward, pull the left hip back, lift up from the waistline. Deep inhale. And exhale. Bring the arms by your side. Bring the hands behind your back. Elongate the hands, placing the opposite index finger on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift up the heart. Exhale, lean forward, pulling the left hip back. Engage your back leg, neck is long. Stay here if you like, or shimmy the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. And let the crown of the head to now down towards the earth. Pull the left hip back to the center line. Focus on the breath. Slowly rise up, warrior one, lift it up. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Find a nice deep warrior two. From here, we're gonna step up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So you place the left fingertips a foot in front of the left pinky toe. You can choose to grab that block, especially if you did that on the other side. Try to balance out in between the two sides. Your left toes, your left knee, they're pointing straight forward. Then slowly you're going to lift up the right leg up and away from the mat. And again, if the block was way too much or not enough, you can up level with the block, or you can get rid of the block. Now flex the back foot, the right foot, and lift the right heel just a little bit higher than your hip. So if I would place a little marble onto your right heel, it will float all the way down to the crown of the head. Now feel the neck being part of the spine. Most likely you have to drop the head a little bit deeper. And maybe if you want, you can play with that Shavasana, bending the top leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. Kick into the palm. Wherever you are, focus on the breath. Slow, steady inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. If you're in Shavasana, release the top leg, reach it all the way back. And slowly start to bend your front leg. Step back into warrior two, slow and steady. Without a sound, reverse your warrior, reach it back. And exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Going through your Vinyasa. Come back, downward facing dog. Slow, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale it out. Okay, come on forward into a high plank pose. Come on down onto your elbows, forearms. Hold it there. Forearm plank. Then start to walk your toes in towards the elbows for your dolphin pose. Your feet are still hip distance apart. You can soften the knees as much as you want. We're trying to make your spine long. Pull the belly in. Make sure your core is participating in this posture. As you're pressing down through the left and right forearm equally, lifting up the chest away from the mat and reaching the tailbone all the way to the ceiling. And walk your feet back, coming into the forearm plank position. Hold it there, 5 breaths. Pull the belly in. Engage your thigh muscles. Lift the kneecaps away from the mat. Slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. 2 more breaths. Release the hips down, Sphinx pose. Press the tops of your feet down to the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open through the chest. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And tuck your toes under. Lift the hips and the thighs away from the mat. Come on back into that forearm plank. Walk the toes in towards the elbows, dolphin pose. Hold it here, or maybe bring the feet a little closer together. Lift the right leg from the right inner thigh. So your standing left leg, the one leg when it's touching the ground, that can be bent, but the top leg, the right leg, should be straight. So reach all the energy back to that right heel as you point the right pinky toe down to the mat. Your belly is strong. Then release the right foot down. Then lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Same thing, your right leg can be bent, but this lifted left leg should be straight. Reaching the energy back to the left heel, pushing down into the forearm, sending energy up. And release it down, walk back out into the forearm plank. This time bring the feet together, roll to the outer arch of the right foot, turn the right fingers in if you need that, and lift the left arm high to the sky. Stack the top hip on top of the bottom hip, and lift the hips even higher. Come back to center, forearm plank, steady, slow, pause, and go to the other side. Left fingers in, roll to the outside of the left foot, and reach the right arm high to the sky. Stacking the right hip on top of the left hip. Slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. We'll come back to center, forearm plank, 5 breaths there. Steady, pull the belly in. Reach the sternum forward, wrap the triceps back. Lift the thighs and the kneecaps away from the mat. Neck is long, breath is steady. Release the belly down to the mat, Sphinx pose. You can hold your Sphinx pose here or bend your right leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. Then gently pull the right heel closer to the glute, maybe flip the palm around and pull it all the way down. Release. To the other side, or just hold your Sphinx. Reach the left foot back. Reach the left arm back to grab the left foot. And then maybe flipping the fingers around, wrapping the fingers around the left toes, pulling the left heel down. Release. Make your way back into a forearm plank position. Walk it out all the way into a dolphin pose. Now hold there, maybe play with the leg lift, or maybe play with your pincha mayurasana. Forearm balance. Three more breaths. And slowly with control, make your way back into a forearm plank position. Walk your toes out. Come on back into your palms. High plank. Go through Vinyasa or simply make your way back into downward facing dog. Release the knees down to the mat. Swing the legs around, sit down. You're gonna come into the boat pose, Savasana. Grab behind the knees, roll the shoulders back, lean back. And slowly start to lift the heels away from the mat. And release the arms, reach them forward. Now if you feel like you're rounding, feel free to keep the fingers behind the knees. Find that soft spot in between the stick bones and the tailbone. And maybe slowly start to extend the legs. But keep the lower back nice and long. Deep, slow inhale. Now your knees are either bent or straight. You can start to lower down into low boat, Ardha Navasana. And then you get there, straighten the legs. Point the toes. Bring the eyes and the toes in one line. And hold. Deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to come back into boat pose, Navasana. Maybe your legs are straight. Maybe the knees are bent. Deep inhale. Hold it here, exhale. Slowly lower down again, low boat, Ardha Navasana. Pull the belly in, thigh muscles are engaged. Point the toes, shoulder blades are lifted. And slowly release all the way down to the mat. Lift up the right leg all the way to the ceiling. And lift up the left leg just about like 8 inches away from the mat. If that's too much, you can also bend your right knee, that's fine too. Interlock the hands, steeple grip, release the index finger, cross your thumbs. You can reach to the outside of the right knee or the outside of the right ankle 8 times. Shh, lift it up. 8 times. 7, shh. 6, shh. With the breath, lift it up. Keep going up. Shh. Nice and slow, work those deep muscles, good. 3 more. Shh. 2 more. Shh. Last one and hold it up there. Hold it as high as you can. Feel your whole core working here. Lift it up. Let the breath to still be smooth through the whole body. Lift up, engage your core. Lift a little bit higher. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release it down. Hug the knees to the chest. Switch out to the other side. Left leg is long. Right leg is long, about like 10 inches away from the mat. Good. Now you can bend your left knee if you need that. If you choose to do that, bring the left knee right over the left hip. Same with the left toe. Instead of bringing close to your face, that's cheating. Bring the left ankle on top of the left hip. Interlock the hands, steeple grip, cross the thumbs, index finger release, and then reach either to the outside of the left ankle or the outside of the left knee. And keep going 8 times. Shh, nice and slow. 7, shh. 6, shh. 5, shh. 4, shh. 3, shh. 2, shh. Last one. Hold it there. Hold, lift the shoulder blades a little higher. Keep focusing on the breath. Keep the core engaged. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Release, hug the knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Now bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Make sure you have enough room behind you. Your heels are hip distance apart. Your feet are perfectly parallel. Reach the arms up and overhead. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Good. And then slowly lift the hips and bring the arms by your side. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead as you drop the hips down. And then exhale, push into the heels, bring the arms back by your side. A couple more times with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now hold the hips high, arms by your side. Turn the outer arm bones down to the mat, straight onto the elbows. Shimmy the shoulder blades, maybe slightly closer together. Straight onto the elbows, tuck the chin to the chest. Your knees are hip distance apart. Imagine there's a block you're squeezing right in between the inner knees. So your knees are not going to go out to the side. Hold it here. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release it down. We're going to go right back up. You can go into bridge or Urdhva wheel pose if you like. Lift the hips up and away from the mat. If you go wheel pose, palms by your side, by your ears, and straighten out through the elbows. If you're coming back into bridge pose, interlock the hands underneath the body, straighten out through the elbows and press into the pinky edge of the palm. If you're in your wheel pose, straighten out through the elbows, push the belly button up to the ceiling. And then slowly, when you're ready, release it. Come on all the way back down. And we're going to go all the way back up one more time. This time you're going to play with the legs. So you can come into bridge pose or wheel pose. Maybe bring the feet a little closer together. First shift the body weight to the left leg and bring the right knee to tabletop. That's enough. You can just hold it here or extend the right leg all the way to the ceiling. Push into the left heel. Good. Release the right foot down. Shift it over, the body weight over to the right foot. Bring the left knee into that tabletop. Hold it here if that's enough. Or extend the left leg to the ceiling, push into the right heel. And slowly release. Bring the left foot back down to the mat. Lift the hips 1 more inch. And then slowly come on back down all the way to the mat. Soles of the feet together, knees open out to the side. Left palm onto your heart, right palm onto your belly. Steady, slow breath in and out through the nose. Close your knees. Hug the knees to the chest. You're going to come into a little twist. Cross the right knee on top of the left knee. Then shift the hips over to the right. Bring the left arm into a goalpost. In fact, the right arm into a goalpost. And let the knees to fall out to the left. So your right knee is over. Your hips were shifted to the right. Your right arm is in a goalpost. And your knees go to the left. Deep, slow inhale. And exhale. And come back to center. Bring the hips back to center. This time cross the left ankle, the left knee on top of the right knee. Shift the hips over to the left and let the knees to fall over to the right as you bring the left arm into a goalpost and gaze over the left shoulder. Slow deep inhale and exhale. And then gently come back to center. Separate your feet all the way mat distance apart. Then let your knees to fall out to the right first. Left arm is in a goalpost in a cactus position. Gaze to the left. And if you want to deepen this posture, you can cross the top of the right ankle or the outside of the right ankle all the way on top of the left knee. So you're pulling the left knee further down to the mat with the help of the right foot. And then you should feel a deeper opening in the left lower back, outer hip, IT band area. Come back to center. Your feet are mat distance apart as you drop the knees all the way to the left. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee. Goalpost the right arm like a cactus. Steady, slow breath in and out through the nose. Good job. Come back to center. Hug the knees to the chest and neutralize the spine. And come into a gentle happy baby or a full happy baby if you like, reaching from the inside of the knees to the outer arches of the feet. Tuck the chin to the chest and start to bring your awareness to your lower back. Make sure that the lower back is flat onto the mat. Stacking the ankles on top of the knees, or you grab onto your big toes and maybe extend the legs out to the side. One at a time, two together, your choice. Good, then place the sole of the left foot down to the mat, lift up the right leg and just gently start to pull the right shin to the face. If it feels good to keep the left knee bent, the left sole of the foot down onto the mat, just hold it there. If you want to get a deeper stretch, you can extend the left leg all the way forward. Keep the engagement in the left leg as you push the back of the left knee down to the earth. Then switch, sole of the right foot comes down to the mat. Left leg is up. Bring a soft bend into the left leg. As with the breath, with every single exhale, you soften the left shin closer to the face. Maybe extend the right leg all the way forward, just as an option. Keeping the right leg straight as you pressing the back of the right knee down to the mat and softening the left shin bone closer to the face. Good. Hug the knees to your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug. We come into a plat pose, swinging the legs up and overhead. If your toes are touching the mat, you can interlock the hands, otherwise just support the lower back. You can keep the knees soft. You can start to work on straightening out through the legs, feeling a different stretch that way. Or you can also bend the knees, coming to ear-pinning posture, squeezing those knees into the ears, into the temples. Maybe the interlocked hands can reach all the way to straight elbows. And then as you support your lower back, you're going to roll all the way down to the mat. One more time, hug the knees to the chest. Wrap the forearms around the shins and lift the forehead up to your knees. Crunch it in. And then slowly release. Savasana. Separate your feet, distance apart, mat distance apart, maybe even wider, whatever feels good. Bring the arms by your side, turn them up to the ceiling, shimmy the shoulder blades closer together, tuck the chin to the chest. Take a strong, deep, conscious inhale breath in through the nose. Fill up the body all the way to the top, keep pulling that air in. Now hold it at the top, find that stillness. Open your mouth and as slow as you can, sigh it out, let it go. Let go of the breath control and just take rest. Soften the whole body, soften the skin around the body. Softening the internal organs. Just allow the benefits of the practice to spread in between each and every cell in your beautiful body. You stay in your Savasana as long as you like, as long as you need. If you're ready to move on, turn the head slowly and gently to the right. And turn the head slowly and gently to the left. Moving the fingers, moving your toes. Reach your arms all the way up and overhead. Take a full body stretch. And as you exhale, gently pull the knees to your chest. Slowly, consciously roll over to your right or left side. And gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sit down onto your mat. Finishing up our practice the way we started our practice, Sukhasana. Bring the hands to your heart. Allow your thumbs to touch your heart center. Feel that beautiful beating heart. Being grateful for the fact that we are alive. We are right here, right now. Gently lift the thumbs in between the eyebrows. Slowly lift the gaze to the ceiling. Blink your eyes open. And together we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to your mat today and practicing with me. It's always my pleasure to be here and serve my community. Please let me know your thoughts. I always like to hear some feedback so I can grow from your feedback and I can adjust these practices for you. There's so much going on in the world right now, so the best thing to do is to come to your mat on a regular basis, really turn the focus inward, really listen to your own breath and connect with yourself. Thank you so much for showing up. If you need some more yoga, you can always head on to YouTube at Aura7 Yoga. And our lunch date is coming up real soon, so make sure you sign up at aura7activewear.com to our website to get noticed about all the good stuff that's coming. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye.